If you've ever felt like your child doesn't seem to notice their big emotions soon enough, and you'd like a way to help them do that so they could start navigating those big emotions more effectively, you need to stay tuned for this video here. Hi everyone, BJ here, and lots of parents tell me, BJ, my kid just goes off the handle. They get angry way too quick. They just go right into panic mode. They worry, they're anxious, they just start crying right away, and they're not picking up on the signals that their body's sending them. I want to give you a story today, an object lesson that you can use with your kids that will help them start understanding how to notice big emotions sooner. This story is designed to help you communicate 3 biblical truths to your children about emotions. First, that there aren't a set of good emotions and bad emotions, that God's designed all emotions as signals for our hearts. And those signals let us know when things are going well, when things are getting difficult, when we're facing challenges or problems. But God's given us emotions as a good gift for us, as a signal to our heart to know we need to do something. Second, that we need to become good detectives of our own body signals so we can start recognizing when we're feeling certain emotions sooner. And third, that as we recognize our own body signals, we need to decide to take different actions based on the different emotions that we're experiencing. To get started, you want to find your child and tell them, hey, come out to the car with me. I've got something I want to show you. You want to sound excited because you want to intrigue them. You want to raise their interest level in this. And this something you're going to show them, this story you're about to tell them, should only take a few minutes. We want to maximize their attention, and we're going to do that by keeping this brief, biblical, and in a unique location like the car. So get out to the car, have a seat, let them get in the front with you, turn the key just to light up your car dashboard, and that's now going to be the focus of your conversation. Talk about some of the lights that are coming on. Again, we're not getting into big technical stuff here. Just sort of tell them like, hey, what light's this one? You're right, that's for when the gas is lower. What happens when that light goes on? You're right, that's when the tire pressure needs to be checked. Or go through some of the different light signals there. Just talk about the different signals and then ask your child, hey, when those lights come on and I'm driving, what should I do at that point? And your kid's going to say, well, you should do whatever the light tells you to do. Absolutely. So if the check engine light comes on, what should I do? Yeah, I need to get to a mechanic. Or what should I do if the low tire pressure comes on? Yeah, I need to go to the gas station and fill up the tires. Or what about, and just go through maybe 2 or 3 different lights on your dashboard and talk about what you would do if that light went on. Then say something like this, hey, what happens if the tire pressure light goes on and I go to the gas station, but I go and fill up at the gas tank instead? Is that going to fix the problem? And your kid's going to be like, no, not at all. No, it's not going to fix my problem. In fact, I'm going to have too much gas maybe, but not enough air in the tires. Well, what would happen if I decided when I saw the check engine light to come on, if I didn't like that light, so I just ignored it and kept driving, what's going to happen? Yeah, you're right. My car's going to break down or something bad's going to happen to the engine. What if I got out some of that black electrical tape and put it right over when the check engine light comes on because I don't want to see that light anymore? Still, I get the same problem. I'm ignoring the signals, and that's not helping me. I'm not listening to the signals. That's not helping me. Now you've told them that part of the story. You've established the groundwork for the analogy we're building out here. So now you're going to transition the conversation and talk about emotions and say, you know what? This car dashboard light reminds me of emotions. You know, God gave us emotions, and he didn't give us a bunch of bad emotions and good emotions. God doesn't give us bad gifts. The Bible tells us every gift from God is a good gift from him. So our emotions are good gifts, but can we be honest? Sometimes emotions are tough. When we start getting really frustrated or angry or worried or whatever the emotion your kid struggles with a lot, it can be challenging. But the emotion isn't bad. The emotion is like these car dashboard lights. It's just a signal to your heart to let you know you're facing a challenge or a problem. So is this light over here on the car dashboard, is this a bad light now? No, there's nothing good or bad about the light. It's just a signal to us. Just like when you get frustrated, when you get worried, when you get angry, all of those feelings are just signals for your heart. And then tell your child, you know, it's important that we notice those heart signals early on. You know, if I don't notice that tire pressure light that soon, I run the risk of popping a tire. Or if I don't notice that check engine light soon enough, my engine might break. So we need to notice the emotions we're feeling. Our body sends us signals. And then ask your child, do you know how to tell when you're getting, and then fill in the blank with whatever emotion your kid struggles with? Do you know how to tell when you're feeling angry or when you're feeling frustrated or when you're feeling worried or when you're feeling disappointed or upset? And see if your kid knows. Lots of times kids won't know. So if they don't know, you just say, well, do you know how I'm feeling? Like, can you tell when I'm feeling those feelings? And usually they know that. Usually like, oh yeah, dad, you know, your head gets all red, or, oh yeah, mom, your eyes get really big and you start to grit your teeth a lot, or whatever it is. And just take that in as it is and let them share that with you. But then you say, you're right, I do that sometimes, don't I? So let me tell you about your body signals. And then tell them what you notice about them. Not judgmentally, just as information sharing at that point. let them know, hey, you know what? You tend to clench your teeth or clench your hands together, or you start to stomp around a lot in the living room. Whatever it is that they're doing, that are their body signals that make you go, oh, they're struggling right now. Tell them those things and tell them, listen, those are your little lights that your body's giving your heart saying there's a problem, there's a problem, there's a problem, there's a problem. So you need to start noticing when your body's doing that sooner, and it'll help you get to help faster. And here's where you transition with your kids and you help them understand that, listen, when you start seeing your body doing this, you need to take action. Just like I need to take action with the car when the signals start going off, you need to take action with your body when your body starts giving you signals like that to your heart. And then you want to give your child something they should do, whether that's come to you to talk, have a seat and take a break, grab a drink of water, do something, but they need a strategy of what they should do at that point to help family life sort of slow down a little bit so they can process the emotion they're experiencing. And then end this on a positive note by telling your child something like, you know, lots of people struggle with big emotions just like you. And God doesn't want you to get rid of all those emotions. He wants to use your emotions to share his kingdom truths with the rest of the world. But we have to become really good at reading our own body signals so we know how to navigate those big emotions more effectively. I've got some more ideas that are going to help you do that in the coming weeks, and I can't wait to help you get started at doing this, because when you learn this, man, Jesus is going to do so much with you and through you. Hey there, I'm interrupting my own video to tell you that I realized I never asked you to hit that like button. And I'm really trying to get better about putting that in there, because the truth is, when you hit the like button, you're letting YouTube know, hey, we like BJ's videos, we want to see more of them, and we think other people like us should see it too. So help me help the algorithm know who else should see this video by hitting that like button if you've been liking this video. All right, now go back to the rest of the video, which is coming up, but I actually already finished. All right, see you there. And that's the message we want to give our children who have these big emotions. There's nothing wrong with them. They have big emotions. Guess what? Some of the best grown-ups I know have big emotions. Some of the worst grown-ups I know, though, also have big emotions. The difference is not whether or not they have big emotions. The difference is two things. One, Jesus in their life, and whether or not they have spent time with Jesus to learn how to navigate those big emotions more effectively. God gave your kid those big emotions. He wants to use your child and their emotions to extend his kingdom to anyone and everyone that your child interacts with. But they can't do that effectively if they haven't started managing those emotions effectively. Good news, they're just kids. This is part of growing up, and we're going to help them with that. Now, if you would like your very own printable car dashboard light poster that you can hang up in your house so you can remember this story with your kid, then go in the link in the description down below and grab a copy of it. There's 20 some odd pages in there with all kinds of other resources you can use that'll help you take this conversation further than this one story. But this one story is so important to put into your child's heart and life right now. And if you'd like to know what I do with children and my own and children I work with through my coaching program to help them start navigating emotions more effectively, I made a video about some of that, and you can check it out.